A long time ago, before contact, this was their Cadillacs, this was their Volkswagens, this was their vehicle. And we've dubbed it the highways of our ancestors. And the canoes were part of our vehicles, vessels to get from point A to point B, to go to weddings or funerals in another territory, to hunt, to fish.
That time in a canoe is almost like magic. It is allowing us to experience what our ancestors experienced, moving on the water, seeing the land the way they seen it, and understanding why we're singing the songs that we sing while we're in the canoe. So all of that is a part of a daily paddle. 1990 was a reawakening of our traditions. I was there on the ground floor doing that research and training our crew, our paddlers.
I was very honored back in 1993 to be asked to be one of the crew people in the Kahoth. Kahoth is the Squamish word for seagoing canoe. We got an invite to go to Bella Bella, which is about 500 nautical miles from Vancouver, and we're very honored to be able to paddle our dugout that was created for that journey. The one behind me here, we're the first ones in over 100 years to travel in an ocean-going canoe. We took 3 weeks traveling up there, and it was basically a change in life for me, where I started learning more about the culture. I started learning more about how to be with people.
We believe that when we go and look for the tree, that it was a living tree. It was living, you know. Then you knock it down, and our carver who puts his hands on it brings it back to life. So we treat our canoes like they have spirits, they're alive.
We train not only our bodies, but our minds and our hearts for this journey. Taking time to go out and do sweats, taking time to go out and do shokwam, which is a spiritual bath, because we need to be in chokmo, one heart and one mind, to be able to survive in those canoes. You know, the canoes take a lot out, and if your heart isn't connected to your mind, you know, your mind takes off and tires you out a lot easier.
When we're on the water, we would let everybody know that this is how our ancestors used to travel. So we start talking about what it is to be disciplined, to stay focused, how to stay in harmony. We leave our ego on the beach, and we are in the canoe to support each other. So we talk about how to work the canoe up to a glide and work the glide, how to stay in a positive way, and think about our ancestors, think about our families, think about the ones that are suffering in hospitals, incarcerated. Then we take that time while we're in the canoe to use it as a medicine, and we pray for those people. And we also pray for ourselves.
When the newcomers first came to this land, our ancestors raised their hands to them, said, "Welcome, Kayachtan," and welcomed them to the shores. Our people are so humble that our people stood back to learn a new way. But we're at that part in time now where things are starting to happen, and it's time for us to step forward and start sharing who we are as Squamish Stalmo, as the Squamish human beings, who we are as an indigenous people. Not only the Squamish, but all the other ones from Turtle Island that were affected through first contact. I'm happy to say that there's a lot of people out there that want to reconcile and get beyond that. The way we can do it is adventures like this, where we come and we take youth out in a canoe, show them who we are, share our songs, share our teachings, and yeah.
Thank you, Wes.